You do a fantastic job, Mike. Welcome back to Maybe Arena on the campus of Kansas Wesleyan University in Salina as we get ready for the second game of the night, or actually the fourth game of the day, second game of tonight, as the Minneapolis boys play their second game of the season, taking on Halstead, who is, I have that written down, I need to get it in my possession. They lost to Bennington on Tuesday night, and they beat Halstead beat Remington last Friday by a score of 45 to 38. They lost to Bennington at Bennington by a score of 42 to 40, and Bennington turned around and beat Solomon in double overtime tonight by like 54 to 46 or something to that effect. Nice, exciting game. But we hope the Minneapolis boys can get underway with a little more track than they had going against the other night against Solomon. We've been discussing it. We hope they can get their outside shot going, get some confidence. Halstead's got the 6'5" kid, 6'3" kid, but they're a little shorter after that. They got some 6-foot boys, but hopefully our leapers can hold their own against the team that's overall shorter than the Solomon team was. This is the 9th game in the series between the two squads. Minneapolis leads it. This is the 10th game in the series. Minneapolis leads it 5 to 4. And on neutral sites, Minneapolis has had 3 to 2. We split the last two games. Last year in the championship game here at the tournament, Minneapolis won 57 to 47 in overtime. And then 2 years ago at Halstead in this tournament, we lost by a major score of 70 to 44.
Well, it's a team to be reckoned with when you've got a McKee and a Retzlaff on that team. Their older brothers were very, very good basketball players for Halstead. But
Halstead with a new coach this year, like Minneapolis. A man from Bennington, or from Belleville, I can't remember his name right now, has moved on to, I think, Bethel. I think I read that somewhere. He's definitely not here at Halstead High School anymore. So the Lions see if they can get their first win of the season here tonight against Halstead, dressed in blue, royal blue, and the Lions dressed in their white unis. New uniforms this year. What Scott and I could tell. We don't remember these anyway. New coach, Alex Hutchins, assisted by Brad Kaiser and Dwayne Weedle. Total new coaching team here at Minneapolis. Putting in a new system, offensively and defensively. That always takes a little bit of adjustment. As I say, Halstead's fighting the same thing tonight. Getting used to a new system from their new coach.
well, we're ready for the starting lineups. As Dale mentioned, Minneapolis in their home white, Halstead in their traveling blue. Final game of the evening. Minneapolis Fighting Lions against the Halstead Dragons. Your starters for tonight for Halstead. Number 3 is Trevor Thomas. For Minneapolis, Josh Macy, both about 6 foot tall. For Halstead, Dylan Ratzlaw. For Minneapolis, Gavin Rothenberger. Tate Kaufman. Big presence inside. I have to agree with you, Dale. For Minneapolis, David Johns. Halstead. There's the Elijah McKee, number 13, and for Minneapolis, Gage Mortimer. And number 32, Blake Beckett. For Halstead, for Minneapolis, John Kelly.
Another 6'3" senior. Told Scott I was hoping we could get another inch coached out of John here to start the season, but he's going to stay at 6'3".
Evidently.
About halfway through college, he'll probably be 6'6".
Yeah. That's the norm around Lion Country. AKA Brandon Comfort.
Yeah.
Kaiser boys were the same way. Grew 2-3 inches out of school.
And Aaron Cox, I think, is at what, 6'7", something like that now. Of course, he was 6'5" in his senior year.
Well, we're just ready to tip. Second game of the season for the Minneapolis Lions. They're 0-1.
And Rothenberger will jump for the Lions against
Halstead.
the 6'5".
Halstead's record is what, Dale, did you mention?
1-1.
1-1. We do get the tip, but Halstead controls. Minneapolis mans up to start the game.
Blake Beckett, who was one of the good fullback or running backs for Halstead, if I remember that, in that playoff game.
Excuse me, we're in the zone.
From what I understand, we switch back and forth between man and zone.
Halstead being patient, kind of trying to feel out the defense here. And most teams anymore would be happy with a 30-28 victory. There's a nice steal by Josh Macy. In head and shoulder fake, ball fake, and then goes up and is fouled. Trevor Thomas whistled with his first personal foul. Macy to the free throw line to shoot 2. Front rim, no good, as our free throw shooting continues from last year. How'd they shoot in the Solomon game?
About 50%.
Made that one. They used 50%. 1-0 Minneapolis. Well, the big guy had a look from the outside. He must be able to shoot the 3-ball.
I thought about it anyway. Faked it. You don't see 6'5" post players out on the point very often. That's where he's staying now. That's interesting. There he goes low. Beckett tries to.
Entry pass is kicked out of there by John Kelly.
Get the ball in the post.
Used to play their big guy up top.
Yep.
And he would float down.
A couple years ago.
Out on top it goes.
And he could stroke the 3.
And he could. Thomas with it. Hands it off to Retzlaff. They're in no hurry.
Now we're in that man-to-man.
McKee has it. Now Beckett inside. And a foul is called, I believe, on David Johns. Call that on the floor. David Johns first personal foul. Fouls are even at 1 apiece. Out on top it goes. Macy will have that one next time, I believe.
That was about on the 4 count that ball got released.
Yeah. Looking inside to the big guy, and Kelly doing a good job fronting the big guy, Kaufman. Man-to-man defense. Kaufman way out on top. As Dale mentioned.
Down low to Beckett.
Kelly with a good block, and Beckett throws it off the feet of Kelly and goes out of bounds. They spread the floor to throw it in. Kaufman has it. Gets it off to Beckett. Back to Kaufman. Looking for, he traveled, it was McKee.
Good fronting job by Kelly, knocks it away.
Mortimer front ram.
Kaufman with the rebound. Macy knocks it out of bounds.
Mortimer 2 foot in front of the basket, leaves it short. McKee has it on the left wing, looking inside for Kaufman. Now on the right wing, it's Ratzlaff. Thomas. Back to Ratzlaff. Timeout called for and granted.
They're having a little problem
Halstead.
figuring out our defense from what I can tell.
It's a good help defense, man-to-man mostly, and I don't see the bigs moving down below, but we are playing tough down on the low block as Kaufman unable to get the ball down low, and that's where they're going to make hay if they can get it to him.
Yep. 4:58 remaining in the first. Minneapolis leading by a whopping score of 1-0. Must have been a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here.
Halstead will maintain possession here. 4:58 left first quarter. 1-0 Minneapolis. Beckett will play it in for Halstead. Gets it off to Retzlaff. Out front, Kaufman. Rothenberger has him. Back pick by Thomas. Now Thomas open from the outside. No good. McKee has some ups, cleared the board, and there's a walk as Thomas had the happy feet before he put the ball on the floor. Now Halstead will apply some pressure just on Macy, and they fall back.
Johns brings the ball down the court. Inside to Rothenberger.
Back to Johns. David Johns open for a minute, and he gets an opening. He is deadly when he's open. There's a nice look down low into Kelly, and Kelly puts it up and in.
3-0 Minneapolis. 4:12 to go in the first.
Nice patience by Minneapolis on the offensive end to get Kelly loose down on the low block. Mortimer has Thomas. McKee is guarded by David Johns. Now they switch. And it looks to me Minneapolis is in a 2-3 zone. They are. Kaufman back to McKee. Back to Thomas. Beckett had a touch, but Minneapolis doing a good job covering up, Dale.
Taking care of things on the inside very well. Kaufman at the point again. 6'5" kid. Mortimer almost knocks it away.
Almost a steal as McKee rescues the ball. Now down low, Kaufman, turnaround shot, no good, over the rim. And
Mortimer with the rebound.
Rebound comes out to Gage Mortimer. Macy down the paint now to Kelly. Up and under. He's up and in with that one.
5-0, your Lions.
Kelly with 2 nice buckets down on the low block.
Good ball movement.
Kaufman way out on top, looking for McKee. Gets it over to McKee. Now Beckett down low against Kelly. Kelly blocked the shot once, and they're going to call it. You call it, Dale.
Yep. I was just thinking, Why is he giving him so much time? There was the whistle.
Exactly.
He got rid of the ball. I think they wouldn't have called it if he'd have shot it, but he got rid of the ball and then stayed in the lane.
We get it in. Beckett with a forearm elbow that sizzled right past the ear of Mortimer. A little bit of a cheap shot that didn't land, thank goodness. Now David Johns double dribbles it. Good call. Turnover gives it back to the Dragons. Thomas has it. Down McKee, looking down low to Kaufman. There's an easy. Oh, what a block
by Mortimer.
Mortimer stuffs the 6'5" Kaufman. Nice block. Clean block, too, wasn't it, Dale?
Mm-hmm.
Rothenberger all the way in. Layup, good. Kaufman came to get him, but he couldn't touch that layup.
Halstead's playing us man-to-man. Solomon wouldn't go there, and this is the difference from the night and Tuesday night.
Yeah, some of those coaches just will not give in. Oh, I'm a man-to-man defensive coach. There's a hold by Rothenberger over there on Beckett. First personal foul.
Second team foul.
Out front it goes, McKee. Baseline drive is shut down, and nice.
Picked off by Johns. Back to
Yoxel.
Yoxel, no good.
Could not get the layup to drop. And there's a foul over the top. Beckett.
Mortimer with the rebound of the missed layup.
Nice position by Gage. Beckett over the back is whistled with the foul. Rothenberger gets a breather as Yoxel enters the contest. Eric, a lot of hours or minutes on the floor last year. It's got to be a big plus to have him off the bench and start the rotation.
Down low into Yoxel, he couldn't hang on.
Macy with the quick hands.
Pass tipped out by Macy.
And Brandon Wolf into the contest. Macy will get a breather. 42 seconds left first quarter. Wolf will let Macy rest until the second quarter starts. Matchup.
25 seconds. I guess Halstead's going to go for the last shot. We're going to be content to sit back in the zone here. Leading 7-0.
That keeps us with an opportunity to score, I guess, would be the only advantage. Now they set their offense. Kaufman down low to Beckett. Turnaround shot, no good. Kaufman, and it's intercepted by Johns. He's got time. Layup, good.
At the buzzer.
Did you see him look up at the clock?
He had to.
He saw 2.3 or 3.2 seconds.
It was 2 something. I looked at.
3.
When I saw him look, I looked up too.
I did too, just enough time to get down and put it up and in. Nice first quarter for Minneapolis.
He had to waste just a half a second to move to the right side of the basket. He wasn't going to try the left side, which is the area he was coming down. 9-0 Minneapolis after one quarter. Up here over the Halstead Dragons, and we have stymied them inside. Absolutely stymied them. They're very simple to see. Their strategy is to get the ball to Beckett, their bull 6'3" low post player down there, and he has been stymied every time he goes inside against Kelly and Mortimer, basically.
Mortimer has blocked a shot once down there. He just hadn't been able to And he can't play with his back to the basket. He's got to face up.
He's got to face up, yep. And the 6'5", Kaufman, the junior, has been not a factor.
Not a factor.
Right now.
Just getting ready to start the second quarter. Minneapolis will play it in as the possession arrow favors Minneapolis.
We don't want to say that too loudly.
No.
Not a factor.
Macy back in the contest. Yoxel still in. They throw it in the back court. Josh has it. Double dribble. Started to make the pass to the wing, and they were overplaying, and he knew it'd be intercepted, so he picked it up, dribbled again, in hopes to getting away with it, but did not. Double dribble's the call. Halstead has it. Beckett.
Now both our low post players are up on top.
He is a pretty good size. There's a nice overplay by Macy. It's 2-on-2. They get back in time, and the bad pass, they intercept it. Now a long one down the floor.
Blocked by Gaffin Rothenberger.
Was it Rothenberger?
Oh, Beckett. Woo!
That's 2 fouls on him, too.
Yep.
He's going to ride the pine, too. Johns gets a breather as Mortimer gets back in the contest. Boy, we're having a heck of a time getting it in. That kind of quickness and speed, you wouldn't think you'd have that problem. But we do get it in. 7:09 left second quarter. Macy closely guarded. Now Rothenberger out on top. And they've changed their, no they haven't, they're still man-to-man.
Coach Hutchins takes a timeout at 6:56 mark here in the second quarter.
Their defense looked a little different, but I think they just tightened it up a little bit, huh? Full timeout taken, we'll take one too. Minneapolis leading here, first half action against Halstead, 9-0. Lions on top. We'll be right back.
Stop into Jeans IGA and experience shopping with a promise of neighborly service from people you know and trust. Jeans IGA, your hometown grocery store supporting your hometown Lions. For over 100 years, Robertson Monuments has created everlasting memories for families to share the lives of their loved ones with future generations. Supporting the Lions all the way, Robertson Monuments.
Tonight's game brought to you by City Pharmacy in Minneapolis. Now delivering to our neighboring communities. Call us to find out when we can come to you. City Pharmacy for your family. Go Lions!
Lane Nichols enters the contest for the Lions. First time tonight.
Good defender.
6 guard, I think.
Yes, good defender. 1-3-1, zone defense. Halstead. How you break it right there. That pass was right on the money. Kaufman on his toes gets down to knock that ball away, or we'd had an easy basket. Minneapolis to play it in. Mortimer triggered the play. Rothenberger misses point blank. Mortimer shot, no good. Now Yoxel.
Travel.
Well, we had 3 or 4 good chances right there, didn't we, Dale?
Yep.
Kyler O'Neill is in the contest, replacing Beckett, along with Trevor Stanford. McKee still in, along with Thomas and Kaufman.
And Kaufman's playing more of the low post with that Beckett in there. Macy with the steal.
Tipped away. Minneapolis picks it up as the replacement, Kyler O'Neill, wasn't expecting that pass to be quite that hot. Yoxel right over the top again. Rothenberger. Yeah. He can jump.
Warning
about tipping the ball.
Tipping the
after it goes
ball,
through,
yeah, it was an accident, I think. Beckett comes back in the game for Halstead.
Stanford stays in.
11-0 Minneapolis.
And Retzlaff is back in.
5:50 to go.
Three-pointer on its way, no good. Over the rim, no good. And Rothenberger has it. Off to Macy. He's hacked, but no call. And Mortimer picks up the loose ball. Back to Mortimer. He had the baseline and didn't go. Terrible pass. Rothenberger is hacked by Retzlaff as he reaches in. Gavin quick to the basket. Had the layup. Retzlaff saved the easy bucket. Rothenberger free throw, no good.
David Johns comes in for Mortimer.
Gavin second throw, front rim, and crawls in.
12-0 Minneapolis.
Minneapolis 50% from the charity stripe so far. They're looking inside, and Thomas posting up Rothenberger.
Kaufman is down low on the outside. Now Beckett's down low on the other side.
Good job on defensive end. We're stepping right in front of the tipped up. And we had plenty of time to come back down with it and go back up, but it follow-up did not go, and there's a walk. That shot will not count.
Halstead still yet to draw iron here. 4:44 to go in
Nichols
the half.
In the backcourt.
Well, they might have drawn iron, but break the nets. What I should say.
Picks up his dribble, gets it off the Gavin Rothenberger. Johns and Macy returns the favor. David Johns hadn't had an open look yet. I look for him to drain one here shortly before halftime.
Macy with the walk. Turns the ball over to Halstead. 4:27 to go in the half. 12-0 Minneapolis.
As you mentioned, Dale, the word was stifling, and it's a defense that's
John's about to get that ball away from
Halstead's just not accustomed to attacking. Kaufman at the top of the key gets it right back outside to Retzlaff.
Macy about had the tip away, down low to Kaufman.
And Kaufman all the way in is fouled.
Double teamed by Johns and Rothenberger. I think Johns gets, or not Johns, but John Kelly. I think John Kelly gets the call.
Number 33 is correct.
See if they can get their first point here. Yep.
Yes. First throw up and in by Tate Kaufman.
4 minutes to go in the second quarter. They get their first point.
6'5" post player.
Missed the second.
Didn't get that one though.
Rothenberger with the rebound. Gets it to Macy across the timeline.
Rothenberger with it. In the lane he goes.
Oh, charging. Tried to go over Beckett. Beckett stood his ground.
Not a good move. Rothenberger picks up his second foul on a charging call at the top of the key. Mortimer back in. Rothenberger will find the bench for the rest of the first half. Beckett's in. It'd be nice to pick up his third. Quick hands, and the
Kelly
tip
tips
is
it
picked
away.
up by Oxel. They're starting to extend the defense a little bit, feeling the pressure of being behind 11 points in the first half. Kelly clear out on top, gets it off to Mortimer. over to Macy. Dribble drive into the paint. Now Johns is open. Three-pointer on its way. Front rim, no good. Kaufman has the rebound. Looked short from here all the way, didn't it, Dale?
Yep.
Just a little.
It's online, just a little short.
Here more, I think it would have crawled over the front of the rim and dropped. 12-1, Minneapolis, 3:02 left first half. Halstead Dragons trailing Minneapolis here. McKee on the left wing has
Knocked
the ball.
away by Johns, it didn't sit.
Thomas has it. Now three-pointer, no good. Kaufman has the rebound, stick back, no good. Kelly clears the board for Minneapolis. Kaufman misses point blank on two shots he probably should make 80% of the time. Now Kelly all the way in, shot
Blocked by Kaufman.
Kelly tries his luck down low against the 6'5" post. Beckett, now McKee will not take the shot. There's a walk again as Retzlaff put a move on everyone before he dribbled. And I believe that's the second or third time he's done that. Trevor Standifer, excuse me. I'm having trouble with Dale's handwriting. Full court pressure applied by Halstead. Looking to trap right here.
I have to look at it occasionally myself. What did I write?
David Johns with the ball, back to Mortimer. Need to get it across, and Gage does. Almost carried the ball as he lost his balance for a second. Macy. Closely guarded now, needs to get rid of it, and does. Mortimer back to Brandon Wolf. All the way in, Macy stops and shoots off the glass, good.
Thought he was going to pull up and throw it out again, but he decided, let's take it all the way in. 14-1.
Well, the 6'5" Kaufman come to get him, but he hesitated long enough. Kaufman lost his interest in blocking the shot. Macy went right up, banked her off the glass and in. McKee, Kaufman was there if he'd get him the ball. And they do. Now from the outside, shot will not count.
Timeout. Halstead.
30-second timeout called for by Halstead as Kaufman lined up a long two. It went in, but it will not count.
14-1. Minneapolis up with 1:05 remaining. We've only scored 5 points, Mike, in this quarter.
It's enough.
Yeah. They've scored one.
Well, they're extending the defense. They're trying to trap and force a turnover. Minneapolis so far close on a 10-second call, but have been able to break the pressure. Halstead will play it in right under their own basket down there. It'll be Kaufman, Beckett, Standifert, Retzlaff, and McKee for Halstead. Out on top it goes to McKee. Back to Retzlaff. Standifert, closely guarded by Wolf, gets a ball screen. Now Kaufman from the outside, shot no good.
Mortimer with the rebound. He's ball stripped away from him. Tie up.
McKee.
Possession error over Halstead.
Mortimer got double teamed after that rebound. Gage very high to pull that rebound down, and they came to get him. Standifert, shot no good. Mortimer again, and this time they're going to get, is that Beckett, number three, over the
Beckett,
back?
number 3. We'll see. I think so. 32. His third with 43 seconds remaining.
Yeah, better come and get him. Wolf in the backcourt. Breaks the timeline. Brandon all the way in. Dumps it off to Mortimer. Shot up and good. Mortimer with a nice Ball fake to get Kaufman off balance. Down the left wing, shot from the corner, no good. By Thomas. And the long carom comes out to Halstead. There's a walk by McKee, no call. There's another walk by Retzlaff.
The referee's obliged you on that one, Mike.
At least 3 of them by Retzlaff alone. And McKee got away with one on the opposite side of the floor. 13.9 seconds left in the first half. Brandon Wolf does a very good job getting it
3
across.
seconds. We better do something with it.
He gets it.
Oh, front rims.
He gets it off. I was afraid no one knew what the time was left on the clock, but they did. 16-1. What a first half for Big Blue, Dale.
Yeah, I mean, goodness.
Didn't expect that.
The last time I seen an opponent score this few points in a half was against Russell out at the Hoisington tournament a few years back, but I think they even scored more than 1 point. I could be wrong. 16-1 after 1 half of play. Lions outscore them 7-1 in that second quarter. We'll take a break. Be right back after this word from our sponsors here on Eagle Communications Channel 20 and SalinaPost.com. Welcome, Minneapolis high school fans, back to Maybe Arena, Kansas Wesleyan campus in Salina, Kansas, as your Lions, the boys, lead here 16-1 over the 1-1 Halstead Dragons here after 1 half of play. Quite an interesting game, a lot different than the first game we played against Solomon. Definitely a different squad than we're playing. The Halstead's playing mostly man-to-man compared to Solomon packing it inside and playing zone against us all night. We couldn't do anything against that. We still aren't shooting from the outside much, and still only hitting 50% on free throws. The big difference is when we have had the ball, we've been working the ball well and getting some nice inside shots at times.
We have.
That have slowly increased our score to 16 points. I think seven of those field goals, we had 7 field goals for 14 points and 2 free throws, something like that.
A little quicker first step, and as you mentioned, quicker to the low block. We've been getting easy shots down low, even though the presence of the 6'5" guy is there, but he has blocked a shot or 2.
He's had at least 1 block.
Altered one other, but other than that, Minneapolis able to score down in the paint.
The pressure defense by the Lions has been very good. We're giving Halstead Dragons a lot to figure out. Well, Mike, why don't you give us what you got?
Point totals here in the first half. Halstead, Tate Kaufman, 1 point from the free throw line, and that was it. Scoring for Minneapolis. Josh Macy had 3. John Kelly had 4. Gage Mortimer had 2. Gavin Rothenberger had 5. And David Johns had 2. All the starters scored in the first half. We were, as Dale mentioned, 2 of 4 from the charity stripe, 50%.
We were ahead 9-0 after 1 quarter play. We outscored them 7-1 in the second quarter. So both squads are taking the court now. Minneapolis will have the possession arrow to start the half. Will inbound here on the near side.
We will start the game start the second half as we start the first half, and Halstead will field the same players, and they're
staying the man-to-man.
Staying with man-to-man defense. Kaufman has Kelly. Entry pass to Rothenberger. Back to David Johns off the front of the rim, no good. Halstead got a hand on it, Retzlaff, and it goes out of bounds to Minneapolis. Mortimer will play it in. Johns had an open look.
Even though that three-pointer didn't go, he needs to keep shooting them. It's always going to get the confidence.
Nice pass from Macy to Rothenberger, and Gavin lays her in. Beautiful assist by Macy. Now down low, Kaufman. There you go.
Over the top of Kelly.
We were thinking we were going to do that in the first half.
Basket of the game. Macy stops and pops. 20-3. Kaufman on the outside here at the point.
A little faster pace here to start the second half. Looks like a 2-3 zone, though, doesn't it, Dale? They play man-to-man. If there's some guy
Kelly
in your
jumps
area.
in and gets it. They rescue it. They come back 3-on-2, 4-on-2 actually.
Yeah, he carried
double dribble.
Thomas with the turnover as he headed to the basket. Yeah, thoughts of making the pass, but kept it. Standiford back in as Retzlaff heads right to the bench. Coach has some instruction for him. Minneapolis walking it up the court. Macy clears the timeline. All of a sudden we have numbers. Mortimer all the way up. Can't get it to go.
Off of Halstead in the rebound battle.
He shot it right over the top of Kaufman right there. Out of bounds, as Dale mentioned, Minneapolis to play it in. Rothenberger still forcing the boards down there, tipped it out of there. I thought Gavin had an easy bucket, but evidently Kaufman got a handle on that one. 20-3, and as Retzlaff comes right back in. And McKee heads to the bench. Two-three, I'm going to call it a matchup zone. You got to have eyes in the back of your head, don't you, Dale?
Yep.
Beckett. Pass to the corner, Retzlaff gets a ball screen from Beckett. Down the middle, Kaufman, shot no good. Rothenberger skies for the rebound, and reach-in foul by Thomas is whistled. That's his second personal foul. Man-to-man defense, they're bound and determined to make it work. Mortimer all the way in, shot good, right over the top of everyone. Gage Mortimer.
They beat us down the court, scored the basket, and a foul on Kelly, I believe. So their transition worked well there.
They're going to count the basket.
Nope, Mortimer with the foul.
Standiford gets the and one here. It is no good.
Beckett gets the rebound for Halstead.
Now Kaufman, shot no good. Yeah. I think Retzlaff was in there shoving. Yep. Full court pressure by Halstead. David Johns clears it. Rothenberger off to Macy. Guarded by Standiford. Now David Johns. Kelly has his pass intercepted. Not a good pass.
Oh, he walked. Kaufman's not used to leading fast breaks, you can tell.
And he's wondering where his help was. 22-5. Yoxel comes back in. Kelly heads to the bench for a breather. Eric Yoxel. We have numbers 3-on-2. David Johns to Mortimer. Off to Macy. Yoxel playing the high post. Off to Macy. In the paint he goes. Left-hand shot, no good. Kaufman clears the rebound for Dragons.
They
And
throw it away.
Beckett not having a real good game. Lasers the pass onto the wing. There's no one there. Goes out of bounds. Turnover. Gives it right back to Minneapolis. 22-5.
4:41 to go in the third quarter.
Macy off to David Johns, who picks up his dribble. Out to Gage Mortimer. And they had the back door, and John stopped. Mortimer had him. And David Johns, they were overplaying. David Johns had the back door, and we threw it behind him. I thought he was going for the layup. It goes out of bounds.
Wolf comes in for Johns.
Turnover gives it right back to Halstead. 4:25 left, third quarter. Retzlaff has it. Runs the point for the Dragons. Standiford looks for Kaufman. Gets a ball screen on Mortimer. Now on the right wing, Retzlaff.
Traveling.
He's done that, I'm saying 4 times. I mentioned it a time or two before, and he just is in a little bit too big of a hurry. Brandon Wolf in the backcourt. Keeps out of harm's way and keeps from the double team as well. Takes care of the ball. Macy has it. Mortimer left wing. Now Rothenberger.
Started to dribble the basket, and Beckett tips the ball out. Last touch by the Lions.
22-5. 3:43. Thomas back in. Standiford heads to the bench. They walk it up the court. Kaufman on the right wing. All the way in he goes. That's Retzlaff.
Get a little weave offense going there, I think, for Halstead.
Macy off to Rothenberger. Shot good. Fouled by McKee. Rothenberger right up there around the rim.
Foul was on 13, his first. And Rothenberger swishes that one.
Thank you.
Macy's going to the bench and limping a little bit. Rothenberger heads to the bench also.
Try and walk it off.
Yep.
Must be an ankle. Kaufman on the right wing gets it off to McKee out front. Beckett, they try to thread it down low to Kaufman, and it ricochets off 2 Minneapolis defenders' hands and out of bounds. It will be Halstead ball. 3 minutes left in this third quarter. 18-point lead. Out front, Beckett. Now Kaufman, I'm thinking he's going to shoot a 3 before the night's over. He's got a good look. McKee turns and shoots, gets his own rebound, and the reach-in foul is called. It's either on David Johns or Brandon Wolf. It's Brandon Wolf with the reach-in foul.
Brandon Wolf of the Lions called for the foul. His first personal.
Timeout by Minneapolis. Brandon Wolf's first personal foul.
25-7 is the lead here for the Lions with 2:44 remaining in the third quarter. We'll be right back.
Stop into Jeans IGA and experience shopping with a promise of neighborly service from people you know and trust. Jeans IGA, your hometown grocery store supporting your hometown Lions.
For over 100 years, Robertson Monuments has created everlasting memories for families to share the lives of their loved ones with future generations. Supporting the Lions all the way, Robertson Monuments.
Yeah, they better retape that ankle. I think it is. He did roll it a little bit. He's exactly what they're going to do. Halstead to play it in. Beckett with a good position gets it out to Kaufman. My gosh, why
3, 4 seconds, 5, 10, 15.
Beckett didn't shoot that? I don't know. McKee from the outside. Good three-pointer.
Beckett stamped out in there. Wolf has it stolen. We get it back, and Kaufman jumps in and fouls Wolf from behind.
Yes. Yep. Good call. Kaufman with the smother. Fourth team foul. First personal on Kaufman. We play it in. Johns with the ball. 2:20 left in the third quarter. To their credit, their defense has tightened up tremendously. The overplay. Wolf down low, has it tipped away.
Beckett knocks that away from Kelly.
And Yaxel with the reach in.
Oh boy! I pulled that pivot foot, didn't he?
It was stretching rubber there as the toe stuck. Kaufman reaches in. We have got to watch our passes. They're not good.
Knocked out of bounds by Halstead. Scores 25-7, 1:37 remaining here in the third quarter.
Standerford back in.
25-10, excuse me.
Coach Hutchins over there directing traffic. Mortimer to play it in. Gets it into David Johns. Off to Kelly. They continue to overplay. We're going to get a back door sooner or later, I'm thinking. Beckett with the close defense. Goodness. Shot by David Johns down on the baseline. It'll be a two-shot foul as he was fouled. Foul's on number 10, Standerford. His first. Johns will get 2 here. First free throw, good. Thomas into the contest, or back in it, as Kaufman gets a breather. Second free throw up, short.
Beckett with rebound for Halstead. 26-10.
McKee, head and shoulder fake, stays put. Now the other side, Standerford, shot no good. And it goes out of bounds as
off Halstead.
O'Neal tries to save it for the Dragons. Yaxel to play it in for Minneapolis. David Johns has it in the corner. No problem. Brandon Wolf out to Yaxel. Now Mortimer. Nice dish down pass.
Down low to Big John.
Well, I think McKee got drilled in the eye. I guess he's all right.
Kelly will go to the line. He's in the act of shooting. 6th team foul on Halstead, so we'll be in the 1-on-1 from here on. The Lions have 2 fouls.
Was that foul on McKee?
Yes. Number 13.
Kelly will shoot 2. First throw on its way. No good. Yeah, it went in.
Free throw percentage shooting.
50.
Free throw shooting percentage has increased here as the game has gone on.
Second throw on its way. Nope.
It's out. Halstead with the rebound. They get it down court. 3-pointer from the side. Short.
Saved by Halstead. Back to Mortimer. Clears the timeline. Gets it off to Wolf, right wing. There we go. Kelly gets Kaufman behind him, and he gets all the way to the rack on a nice entry pass by Brandon Wolf.
7 points for Kelly, leading the Lions in scores here.
Standiford.
At least the ones that are on the floor right now.
Pretty good matchup with Yoxel and Beckett down there. Standiford gets a shot off at the buzzer. It would have counted, but it front rims, and that's the way the third quarter will end. Minneapolis maintaining a 19-point lead, 29-10 after 3, and we'll be back with the final quarter here in just a minute.
Tonight's game brought to you by City Pharmacy in Minneapolis, now delivering to our neighboring communities. Call us to find out when we can come to you. City Pharmacy for your family. Go Lions!
Eagle Communications, home of ECTV, high-speed internet, 910 KINA, and 99KG Country, is a proud sponsor of tonight's hometown coverage of Lions sports. Listen to the Lions sports on SalinaPost.com.
Ottawa County Bank in Minneapolis offers hometown banking with commitment, experience, and quality service. Proud sponsors of area school activities.
Well, we outscored them 13-9 that quarter. They finally got off that 1 point.
Josh Macy back in the contest along with Lane Nichols. Macy's ankle a little gimpy. I think they retaped it and said you're good to go. Halstead to get the first possession here in the fourth quarter. Kaufman way out on top, now down low.
Lane
That
Nichols.
should be a jump, yes.
Lane
call.
Nichols, boy, the kid was squared up the basket. He put the ball down low, and Nichols, 5'6", all 5'6", I mean, tied it up.
Thomas tried to go up with it. It's a jump ball, and jump ball alternate possession. Minneapolis has it. As Halstead started the fourth quarter. Rothenberger over to Lane Nichols. Out to David Johns. Now Macy. Rothenberger. Oh,
Ooh.
man.
How'd we come out of that? The ball,
It was
surprise ball didn't go out of bounds.
Beckett over there with the tackle. Now we got the high post action. Macy wide open, elects to dribble drive, back to David Johns. Nichols, right wing.
Foul on 10.
Standiford with the reach in foul. His second. That's the 17th foul. We're 1-1 shooting free throws, Dale. We hit our free throws, we'll be in good shape.
Well, that's that big word there, Mike. The two-letter word.
If.
Yes.
Macy toes the line. We'll see if he can't connect here. First throw on its way. Good. Second free throw on its way. It is good as well. 3 out of 4
31-10
from the charity stripe. Thomas off to McKee. Kaufman, three-pointer, rimming in and out, and Lane Nichols with a good position.
3-on-1, had it stolen. Beckett blocked by who? Macy. Kelly comes down with it.
How
Gets it out to Johns.
he blocked it, but it was clean. Kelly.
Yeah.
There's a
Block
good
by
block
Kaufman.
by Kaufman. Beckett recovers the fumble. Covers up. He wasn't turning loose of it, but it's possession arrow to Halstead.
6:15 remaining. It's 31-10 Minneapolis.
I just hope it doesn't get too rough here. It's starting to get a little Helter Skelter. 21-point lead, as Dale mentioned. Minneapolis looking good here in the second game of the season against the Halstead Dragon. Solomon and Bennington played earlier, as Dale mentioned, double overtime game.
We hope Bennington went home real tired.
Foul is whistled on Gavin Rothenberger. That's his third. Mortimer and Yoxel are back in the game. Out front it goes. Bretzlaff trying to work some room against Mortimer, no go. Thomas, layup, no good. David Johns has the rebound. I swear he's grown 3 inches.
Yep.
And that's good. Yoxel out on top. Macy in the paint. Back to Yoxel. Back to Johns. Entry pass to Kelly. Can't pull the trigger. David Johns open from the right wing. Good ball movement. Making Halstead work on the defensive end. Yoxel high post. They have stuck with that man-to-man defense the whole game, haven't they,
Yes,
Dale?
they
I
have.
think they've deviated a bit. Johns looks at a three. We're running clock.
4:55 to go.
Yoxel. Quick hands of Beckett. Kelly. Left hand off the glass, no good. And Beckett threw that off the back of the backboard. That should be our ball, and it is. Beckett with the outlet pass hit the back of the backboard, bottom side anyway. Ricocheted out of bounds. Minneapolis ball. We've got a sub coming in. Standiford comes in for Thomas. Mortimer to play it in for Minneapolis. Out front it goes to Macy. Kelly off to David Johns, and we throw it away.
Overthrows Yoxel.
Retzlaff gets it off to Beckett. Beckett playing well with 4 fouls.
An offensive foul?
I think Retzlaff with the forearm shiver, Dale.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's getting a little frustrated.
4:29 remaining. It's 31-10 Minneapolis. We have the ball.
David Johns handles the ball rather well. I didn't know he was that good of a ball handler.
And Mortimer gets his pocket picked and then fouls trying to get the ball back.
Retzlaff with the quick hands and the thievery.
5th team foul. No, our 4th team foul, his second.
Mortimer's second, as you mentioned. 4 minutes left in this contest. Minneapolis pretty tough on the defensive end here tonight. McKee with it out on top. Standiford off to Beckett. Guarded by Yoxel. Down the lane he goes. Retzlaff is fouled. They get a 2-shot opportunity here. Fouls on number 11, David Johns. Retzlaff. Free throw line. First one. It's good. A 20-point lead by Minneapolis. Macy will head to the bench. Might be a good thought to get him off that ankle for the rest of the evening. Second throw on its way. It's good. He got them both.
31-12. Johns brings the ball down court.
Mortimer on the right wing, down low. Tries to get it into David Johns. McKee with a extra
steal.
effort.
Layup. on the fast break there for Halstead as they increase their score to 14 with 3:39 remaining.
I guess that's Titus McNary in the contest. I missed that.
Oh,
Sorry about
yeah, I
that.
didn't see that. Yeah. He played some the other night. We'll be right back after this word from our sponsors.
American Family Insurance agent Scott Osherman for all of your insurance coverage under one roof. The Scott Osherman Agency in Minneapolis, proudly supporting the Lions.
The Minneapolis Junior Senior High School Lionbackers are proud to continue their long-term support of the broadcast of these Lions games. Join us as we support student activities and the teachers of MJSHS. Go Lions! We're with you all the way.
Well, what time's work tomorrow, Dale?
Off tomorrow.
Oh, you lucky dog.
Work Saturday, noon to midnight. How's that?
Oh, not a good one. Minneapolis to play it in. 3:39 left in this contest, and Halstead's going to pull back on defense a little bit. I guess they've conceded the game. Or they're going to try and trap here at half court. David John with the ball. Off to McNary. Now Johns. Back to McNary. Down the baseline, Yoxel back to McNary. Kelly back to David Johns. Has the ball tipped out of there, but McNary rescues the ball from Minneapolis.
Oh, thought he was going to shoot that three.
I thought he was too. Johns had an open look. Ball's tipped. Somebody came out of
losing
their
his shoe. Official timeout, so Veneri can put his shoe back on.
Yeah, he's going to tighten it up just a notch or two. And we're ready. Mortimer to play it in.
2:50 to go.
Kelly, guarded by Kaufman, out to McNary. Nice dump out pass to Yoxel and can't connect. Long shot by Thomas, no good. Kelly over the back, I believe will be, no. Somebody crashed the boards there from Halstead. Looks like Standerford, oh, number 13. That McKee, he's gotten dinged up. Kelly is the recipient of
Our
the
leading scorer so far.
foul shot, no good.
19th foul on Halstead.
Reverse layup, no good by Retzlaff.
Kelly with the rebound.
He gets it out to David Johns. Off to Mortimer. They're picking up the pressure now a little bit, aren't they? 2:11 left in the contest. David Johns gets it off to McNary.
Titus is fouled, so he'll go to the line for two. He'll go to double bonus now.
Retzlaff's fourth. Titus McNary. First free throw. Good. He's got a nice stroke. Got them both. He can shoot them. 33-14, McKee with the ball, guarded by David Johns. Now it's just a flat-out man-to-man defense by Minneapolis. They try to dump it down to Kaufman, and you got to go over the top of John Kelly, and they didn't get it done. One-handed brought that one down. Turnover gives it back to Minneapolis. Beckett guarding Mortimer. I could foresee some foul shots for Mortimer.
Oxelbet lost it all there. And backward pass by
David
Johns to Veneri, and it's nowhere close to Veneri, so out of bounds to
trying to
the Dragons.
Get it out of harm's way, but it goes astray. Minneapolis still in control here, 33-14. 14, yes. Halstead, Kaufman out on top. Now Beckett.
Oh, he walked.
Yep. 2 referees had it. Turnover gives it right back to Minneapolis.
And we get some subs in. McKinney in. Rankin. Wolf. And
that would be
31.
Baker.
Mikey Baker. Yeah.
Wolf in the backcourt, clears the timeline, guarded by Retzlaff. Got to get rid of it, Brandon. Dribbled himself into the corner, and that's never a good thing. Baker to play it in.
McKinney will inbound the ball here.
Or excuse me, McKinney. McNary over to Brandon Wolf. One dribble, picks it up. Now McKinney. Baker.
Tried to dump it to McKinney, knocked away.
Wolf. Right in the right spot in that passing lane. Picks it off. Now McNary tries to get it off to Rankin. Now Wolf can pick off another one. And does. McNary has it. Nice save by Wolf. 22 to shoot. Baker all the way in. He is drilled.
They call
they call the player control foul on Baker. His first.
18 seconds remaining. It's 33-14 Minneapolis.
He's in the scorebook. 15 to shoot. Retzlaff has it. This game is all but over, and Minneapolis will be victorious 33-14, Dale. I didn't expect this by any stretch of the imagination.
I did not.
Beckett is
fouled by McKinney.
Lassoed. Jace, his first personal foul. Beckett to the free throw line with 1.7 seconds left. Free throw, good. He's got a nice stroke from there.
This is the second. Hoffman with the rebound, and his shot does not fall. 33-15, the final here. The Lions get their first win of the season to go 1-1 here in the tournament and on the season. Halstead falls to 1-2 with 2 losses in this tournament. Minneapolis will play Bennington tomorrow night in Bennington, and Halstead will play Solomon. Scoring by quarters tonight. Team scoring. First quarter 9-0 in favor of your Lions. Second quarter 7-1 for the halftime score of 16-1. Third quarter we outscored them 13-9, and in the final stanza they outscored us 5-4 for the final 33-15. And it's been a while since we've held a team to that few points.
Yes.
Our defense was stingy, to say the least. But nice comeback game by the Lions here tonight after they lost to Solomon the first game. again, Solomon zoned us all night. Halstead, I don't think, broke into his zone once tonight. It was man-to-man all the way and fit our offense production a little bit better, though they were very stingy, especially in the second half. So our offensive output wasn't real great, but we were able to score more points than they were, which is, of course, essential to the win.
Scoring for Minneapolis, Josh Macy with 7, John Kelly with 7, Gage Mortimer with 4, Rothenberger had 10, David Johns had 3, McNary had 2. And I'm probably off here or there a point or so, but Retzlaff I had with 6, Standiford had 2, Kaufman had 3, McKee had 3, and Beckett just had 1.
I tell you, if I was a Halstead fan, I would just almost have to be livid. I've got a 6'5" kid that scores 3 points and a 6'3" swing mate that scores 1. That has to be rankling to some of those fans at Dragonland, but.
Well, 5:30 is going to come pretty early for me, Dale.
Yeah, you better get you home to bed, Fred. We'll be in Bennington tomorrow night for girls and boys. Action starts at 6 o'clock. Hope you can join us. Better yet,
we think. Well, it
drive
started
to
here,
Bennington.
but they had double overtime in front of that. So
but they play 2 games ahead, and the Halstead Solomon game I don't think is going to be. If it is at Bennington, it will be in the other gym.
Right.
Instead of here. So we'll see you tomorrow night if you can come out and join us. If not, be sure and join us here on Eagle Communications Channel 20 and SalinaPost.com, your source for Minneapolis high school sports. We appreciate you as always having us in your home. Going to sign off Dale Leach and
Mike Perry
for the night. Good night, folks.
Good night.